Well, here we are, the MotoGP Paddock, the entry here. There's actually a couple of entries, but I guess you could say it's the business end of what goes on at MotoGP. This is where the teams are based, the riders are in there, so come with me and I'll take you a look through. If you've got one of these, generally they let you in. Come along here, it generally works in order of manufacturers, so we're at the Repsol Honda garage here. Test rider Stefan Bradl just walked inside there, but they'll keep all the Honda guys pretty much together. You can see a lot of the fans. Give us a wave, guys. Hey. You see everyone loves it when they're at the back here. We got a lot of guys with hospitality up above us. More of the Honda garages. Down this other side, down to my left off here, there's a lot of these porta cabins. Now they'll be where the team managers are based, where the riders will get changed in. So you know, all their leather suits, their helmets. A lot of team meetings going on. And then further back from there, you'll have the leather companies, the helmet companies. They'll have all their, you know, where they're preparing the helmets for the riders and, you know, making repairs to suits. So basically, as we keep walking along, it's first end of the paddock is sort of MotoGP, and, you know, bigger budgets, bigger teams, and these guys have the garages. So we're going past Aprilia now, and I mean, what a fantastic year those guys have had. So really good to see them at the pointy end of MotoGP finally. Continuing through the paddock, you can see there's people everywhere. So these guys are very lucky to get access into this area. But moving down, we've got more of the teams going through the KTM section now. Red Bull KTM, where Jack Miller's going to be riding obviously next year. And then the Tech 3 KTM team, where, you know, if you're lucky this weekend, you'll see Remy Gardner come out of, and it'd be fantastic to see him have a good result. He's home GP. He's last home GP for a little while. A used front tyre from the Tech 3 team. So this would have been from Raul Fernandez or Remy Gardner, and the Racca wheels. So these wheels will all be getting ready to head over to Michelin to get new tyres on. And you can see just over here, if you want to come in and have a look, it's a Moto2 team. So they've got a heap of wet tyres ready. So the rack over the top, and that's a groove tyre for the rain. So obviously we know Phillip Island, the conditions can be anything. So prepare for the worst, I guess. One of my favourites, one of my old teams, Suzuki. So funnily enough, they still let me in that garage. But yeah, it's really sad actually. The end of this year, they're not going to be around. They're not going to be racing in MotoGP. But 3 more rounds left for these guys. Really good chance of having a good race at Phillip Island and hopefully finishing off their MotoGP career strong. So those guys are definitely one to look out for. And then next to Suzuki, just after them, is when the lot of Ducati starts. So Ducati's obviously 8 of them in the field. One of the biggest names on them is Jack Miller here, and he's probably going to get the most support, isn't he? So this is the back of the Lenovo factory team here. So Jack Miller's on this side of the garage, Pecco Bagnaia on that side. Yeah, those guys have just finished one of their sessions for the weekend, so they'll be in there sort of talking with the engineers, what was good in that session, what was bad, where we can improve the bike, what tyres to change, etc. for the next one. So yeah, come on, Jack. Obviously the second Ducati team, who Jack rode for in the past, Pramac, with Johan Zarco and Jorge Martin are next, and then you got the VR46 team of Valentino Rossi's Ducati team with Bezzecchi and Luca Marini there. And you can see the riders here. Look, there's a lot of these young kids here from the Australian Oceania Junior Cup. So these are the stars of the future, with a star of today, Marco Bezzecchi, talking to these guys. And yeah, that's him coming in, you know, just after he's talked to his engineers and just finished one of his sessions. So there's a Moto2 session on at the moment. We can see a few of the riders coming in. So yeah, if you can get into this area, there's a lot of action going on. It's pretty cool to see. So we're one of the last MotoGP teams here, Gresini. There's a few more garages left. It's sort of the top Moto2 teams down there. And then basically over this side, we got, you know, more of the tents with the Moto2 riders. We've also got the Moto3 guys in here, and Joel Kelso's garage just down there. Obviously the young Australian. He's very excited to be here for his first ever home GP. He's going to be the first race out on Sunday morning. So I'm sure there's going to be plenty of Aussies at the track cheering him on. Yeah, just come and have a look here as we go past Ducati guys. So this is after the session. The bikes get completely washed down every time. And all the fairings completely washed, completely dried off, so they're air drying them there. So every time these bikes go on track, they are 100% prepared, smicko, and ready to go. So that's what's inside the Australian MotoGP Paddock. I hope you guys enjoyed it.